Now let's explore a sense of equanimity, which is different from calm. When you're calm, you're not having any reactions. But when you're in a state of equanimity, or when you're feeling equanimous, you're not reacting to your reactions. In other words, as the feeling tones of experience come and go, the pleasant tones, the unpleasant tones, and the neutral tones of experience, equanimity is kind of like a big shock absorber, a big buffer in which there is not a reactivity to the feeling tones of experience that come and go. In a way, equanimity is like a mudroom that some people have who live in snowy, cold climates, like in New England. And a mudroom is this place in a house where when you come in, that's where you drop your muddy boots or your skis or your sleds or the shovel or your dripping jackets. You hang them up there or you set them down there, and then you go forward into the central parts of the house. Equanimity is like the mudroom of the mind. The mud comes in, let's say, the rain, the sleet, the snow, but that's where it stays. It stays in the mudroom and doesn't make it into the interior of your own mind. To use a traditional metaphor, if you take a tablespoon of salt and pour it into a cup and then drink the cup, yuck, doesn't taste very good at all. But if you take that same tablespoon of salt and sprinkle it into a lake and then drink a cup of water from that lake, you can hardly taste the salt at all, perhaps not even at all. And equanimity operates much the same way. When the salt, if you will, of stressful reactions to things come along, they land in this vast and spacious and stable lake, if you will, in the mind, and so we hardly notice them at all. This way, equanimity is sort of like the ultimate circuit breaker, wrapping around these three fundamental motivational systems of approaching, avoiding, and affiliating, so that even if the individual systems get stressful or out of balance or caught up in stressful reactivity, those excessive reactions of the systems hit this larger buffer or shock absorber of equanimity and don't carry forward to hijack the mind. So let's get a taste of this. Equanimity is considered a fundamental and profound stage of development in many spiritual traditions. So in this practice right here, we won't necessarily go all the way, but it should give you a good feeling for the evenness, clarity, balance, and peacefulness of an equanimous state of mind.